What's up, great folks? This a call to action to all non-black folk. If you're not black, we need you. I live in the state of Missouri, St. Louis to be specific as the city, and our governor racist as fuck. Governor Mike Parsons. 2019, a cop shot and killed a black man. Prosecutors found him guilty, right? He appealed the case to let him out. He didn't spend one day in jail. Now our governor, Mike Parsons, talking about pardoning him. That's how much a black life is worth to these folks. As a black man, as a human being, this shit hurt my heart. I would be upset if it was any other race.
I told you about law enforcement in Missouri, where the governor is in control of the police commission that oversees the Kansas City Police Department. They're trying to also now take control of the St. Louis Police Department. Well, there's a new controversy happening in the Show Me state there, where a white Kansas City police officer who fatally shot a black man in 2019 could be pardoned by the governor. He was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Let me say that again, y'all. He was convicted. This is who he is right here. Okay? This is him. Okay? Eric DeValcovier. He was convicted of involuntary manslaughter and armed criminal action in November 2021 for the death of Cameron Lamb. He fatally shot Lamb on December 3rd, 2019, while sitting in his pickup truck and backing into his garage. DeValcovier and another officer approached him after receiving a call about a traffic incident. Now, the governor of Missouri, Republican Mike Parsons, is expected to issue a pardon.
You got the Republicans against us. You got the Democrats putting on the show acting like they for us, but they're against us too. Joe Manchin. Who can we depend on? It's like we in a foreign country with no protection. All this crime going on, but they keep loosening gun laws. Right? The police keep killing us. Ain't nobody doing nothing about it. Nothing. So, if I got pulled over for nothing and feared for my life, or use what they say, I feared for my life, and put some holes in them, I'm not getting manslaughter. I get the death penalty.
And it's really unconscionable to think that the governor would pardon DeValcovier. He has not served one day in jail. He was he was found guilty by a judge. He requested and received a bench trial. The judge found him guilty of involuntary manslaughter and armed criminal action. And then he filed an appeal, and this same judge granted him to bail. If he were a black defendant, we know if he had been convicted of a crime as a black man, he would not have been allowed to remain free on bail pending his appeal.
So let's be clear. This happened in 2019. Mm-hmm. He's convicted in November 2021. He's sentenced to 6 years in prison in March of 2022. This is now June 2023. Okay, 15 months later. He hasn't spent a day in jail. Normally when cops ask for a bench trial, a lot of times they win because the judges, that happened in Baltimore, the death of Freddie Gray. This bitch judge convicted him.
Right.
I'm tired of living a life to where this oppression just killing the heart. You can imagine how many people just dead just over stress. Just because the way we treat it. It's been forever. We never got our due. Everybody else got hate crime bills. We don't. I don't think the Mexicans do either, or Latinas. But all those years we were slaves in America, getting gunned down by cops, etc. And we still going through it. This is a call to arms for everybody.
Exactly.
And the governor wants to step in with a pardon?
Yes. So, yeah, we were really excited about the verdict. This is the first time that a cop has been convicted of a crime of murder, manslaughter, anything against a black person in Kansas City in the history. We can't find any proof that any conviction has been achieved prior to now. The governor will subvert justice, and we expect that he will probably issue this pardon within the next week or so, before the Attorney General is forced, has to file his appellate state and very pro-police, pro-law enforcement, and with no respect for Black lives. I mean, this is very similar to your previous segment. This same Attorney General's office fought with all kind of vigor and to uphold the conviction of Kevin Strickland, who was wrongfully convicted of a crime, spent more than 4 decades in jail, and the Attorney General's office fought and fought and fought not to overturn that conviction when the Jackson County prosecutor and others came forward that said there was proof that this man was not guilty of the crime and he should be released. So I sent a message to the AG, hey, fight to uphold this conviction for the murder of this black victim with the same amount of energy and passion that you fought to try to keep an innocent black man.
Not just that. It is upholding white supremacy in the Show Me State and other states and jurisdictions throughout the United States. It also sends a message to the black community is, if you get shot and killed by law enforcement, you're on your own. And that's
defend this conduct. The video shows where the police officer's on the stand crying. I guess he's either apologizing or trying to explain what happened because this kid was innocent, didn't have a gun, and was backing into his own garage. Why on earth would you shoot him? I just can't think of a good reason for it. And yet there's white sympathy. You know, you wrote a book on white fear and white craziness and stuff. Well, you know, there's white sympathy out here for those who get caught shooting black and brown people.
When you say